So I had a completely different devotion for this week, but I kind of am having a situation that came up, so I figured now would be a good time to talk about that instead, because it's definitely relevant, something I'm dealing with, and we'll just save the other one for later. So my grandpa's, had health issues, and he's been in the hospital, and he's out now, but still needs a lot of help. So with all that going on, Sully's been put on the back burner. And this is day 4 of getting back to riding. I'm trying to get him, back in shape and everything. Not that he was really off that long, but he's just a horse that after a little bit of time off, he definitely backslides with some stuff. And so, again, I wanted to kind of take it easy, especially because we just started to dry out. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna take him out, ride him in here in our pecan grove and just do walk, trot, lope, both ways, a little bit of collection, be done. Like, not a whole lot, just kind of ease into it, get him out, and just refresher. Well, we went to the left, everything was good. When we went to the right, though, he kept picking up the left lead. And so what I did was I let him stay in the left lead, and we would just make itty-bitty counter circles, counter circles, and I'd hustle him in it. I'd wait till he was like, okay, this really sucks, break him down, ask for the right lead again, and he would get it, but of course, he'd be going fast because, he got all excited and hyped up with the corrections and all. And so, just let him run until he slows down, I calm down, reward him for taking the right lead and kind of just leave him alone. Well, every time I break him down, I would ask again for the right lead. What? There is nothing there. See what happens when I get time off? He just, he forgets his mind. But anyway, every time he would not take the right lead, he'd take the left lead. So he'd canter, break him down, ask for right lead, we get it, good boy, slow down, stop, ask again. Well, on one of these cycles, he actually got kind of humpy with me in the canter because he was getting tired of running this cycle, and I was getting tired of running the cycle. And I was like, excuse you, sir. Like, that is not okay. And so I really hustled his feet and didn't let him, slow down, and kept him busy. But it just kind of shocked me because, one, we haven't had an issue with taking the wrong lead in a long time. Like, it was a big issue for us. But it's been a long time since he's taken the wrong lead, and definitely multiple times, like a long time. But it also surprised me that he got kind of humpy. Like, I can count on one hand probably the amount of times that he's ever done that with me. So, I kind of, I was like, well, maybe he's sore, and one of his back legs. Put him on a lunge line, he takes it right away. So it's not that, there's no swelling, no heat, nothing like that. I'm like, okay, it's just too much time off, and it's been hard balancing responsibilities because I know he backslides if I don't work him. But I've got responsibilities with family and stuff. So anyway, that was 2 days ago, and it was just kind of like, okay, like, no negotiating. I've got to at least ride my horse, because if he's on a regular schedule, we don't have an issue. And I also realized, okay, I can't just baby him. We're gonna have to actually really get back to work, and just work really hard for a short amount of time, instead of just, oh, well, let's check stuff. Oh, okay, you're good, get off. But the very next day, and I was just about to leave to go out and ride him, I was hopping on YouTube real quick, and it just so happened that like the first video in the suggestions was, is your horse taking the wrong lead? It could be a softness issue. And I was like, okay, like interest peaked. I'll go ahead and watch it. It's only 5 minutes long. Well, he was saying, you know, if you pick up with your inside rein and you feel stiffness, you feel resistance, and you feel the rib cage kind of bowing up against your inside leg, he's like, they're automatically going to get the wrong lead. He said, because they're pushing their hind end to the outside. And I was like, ding, 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 that makes total sense. Like, it's super simple concept, and I don't know why. I just never put those two pieces together. And I was like, that makes sense. And, you know, normally I do a little bit more bending exercises and stuff to see if he's soft. Didn't really do that. So when I got out there, I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this. So I did a lot of bending, and sure enough, he was super stiff to the right. Left, pretty good, was giving his head, felt soft. The right side, no, definitely not. And I could actually feel him kicking his butt out. So we did a lot more bending, both sides, but mostly right. And as soon as I asked him to get the right lead, sorry, there was a bug. I didn't even have to like really pick at him or anything. He just I lightly put my outside leg on, and he took it, and it was beautiful. You know, it wasn't fast, and I, you know, went a couple circles, stopped him, tried it again. Beautiful right lead. Super good, easy going. And then I took him back to the left. That's really good. And I was like, great day. Didn't do a whole lot of loping, mostly bending. And I took him out actually here, and we went around and did some bending around the trees and some counter bending. So we're working on that. And as you'll see in the video that I add to this, we did a little bit of it today. But he's still having a little bit of lingering issues. It wasn't as good as yesterday was, but not as bad as it was 2 days ago, of him just getting really, really fast now, and he gets a little nervous in the right lead. So I just, you know, just need to keep softening him up. And I keep doing it in different places too, because that makes the difference. And just helping him learn to relax through all of it. But with all of that going on, it just it brought to mind again some biblical things. And I'm gonna read a Bible verse here, and it's in Ezekiel chapter 36 verses 26 through 27. I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit within you. I will take the heart of stone out of your flesh and give you a heart of flesh. I will put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in my statutes, and you will keep my judgments and do them. And it was just an interesting kind of tie, right? Relationship between me and my horse, and relationship between God and us. So before God, we are like the horse, you know, who hasn't been ridden in a while. We're stiff, you know, we don't give to pressure. And it says that we have a heart of stone, which back in biblical times held the meaning of like stubbornness, inflexibility, willfulness, and that a heart of flesh was really had the meaning of submission, you know. And really the softness with the horse, that's what we're wanting, right? If they're soft, they aren't bracing up against us, and they're submitting to our direction. And when God comes into our lives, that's what he does to us, is he gives us a new heart, a new spirit, and it softens us, right? For us to submit and to give to him. But if we kind of stray away, you know, have a couple weeks off, go on vacation, don't do our devotional, or things get too stressful, you know, and we just cheat on our Bible time, it's like putting Sully, you know, leaving him alone in the field for a couple of weeks. Like, you get kind of hard again. Like, that softness, that tenderness, the heart of flesh only comes with God. Our natural state of being is to be, you know, stiff, to want our own will. So it was just kind of a reminder, because with all the stuff going on with my grandpa, you know, my quiet time was definitely all over the place. And some days it was not what it should have been. Like, it was not the same amount of time that I normally spend. And so, am I gonna be soft? Am I gonna hear God's directions? And am I going to let him guide my steps? Probably not as good. It is literally gonna be like God's there trying to say, hey, listen to me, and I'm stiff. I'm not giving, you know? So it's just kind of interesting. It's just kind of something I need to be chewing on and thinking about, of just like, you know, I need to keep Sully riding so that he doesn't backslide. I need to keep reading my Bible. I need to keep seeking God and having that devotion, or else I'm going to backslide and my heart's going to be stiff and bracing up against God and his will. In order to stay soft, I got to stay close to him, and I've got to make him a priority. Just like if I want my horse to stay soft, I've got to ride him. And I've got to be working on these exercises, not let him just sit on his own. So I hope that encourages y'all. Just wanted y'all to know kind of where I'm at, what I'm dealing with, and how God kind of connecting dots between horse and my life and stuff that's going on. So I hope that helps. Hope y'all have a good week, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.